Hello, it's me, Daryl, Florida Catholic guy. Haven't been out on a walk quite a while. Wish I had an excuse, but just been lazy. And he's been itching to go out. So I decided today's a good day. Time to get him out, time to get me out. Let's see. This morning I went down to, or actually I should say up to the church in Tampa. I guess I can talk about it now since it's already happened, and well, it didn't happen what was supposed to happen. What we were supposed to be doing today was we were supposed to be having active shooter training at our church. Our priest had a certified trainer that somebody from the parish knows, the company that does it. We were going to have the person come in and do a training session with us, but somebody made a complaint to the bishop. Come here, Shadow. And basically told the bishop we were going to have a shoot 'em up Wild West thing out in the parking lot of the church, which of course wasn't anything like what we were going to do. So the bishop called up the priest and said, you know, what's going on, what do you got planned? And basically the diocese had sent all the parishes around a brochure saying that we should do this training. Hi, Shadow, come on, keep walking. Let's go, keep walking. Come on, keep walking, Shadow. Keep walking. So, yeah, the diocese sent brochures around saying, come on, saying that we should have, all the parishes should have this training. And so basically the the priest showed him the brochure that they sent him and said, yeah, we have our trainer coming in on this day to do this training. It's a certified trainer, and got him scheduled to come in, and this is what we're going to do. Shadow, come on, Shadow. And so that's what we're going to do here. And well, I guess the diocese said that no, you can't have your trainer come in. You have to have one that's approved by the diocese, and you got to tell us exactly what you're going to do. And so the first thing Father said is, he said, how many other parishes have done this training? And the diocese said, well, what do you mean? And he said, well, you've recommended that all the parishes do this. How many parishes have actually done this training? And, well, there's been a couple, 2 or 3, or something like that, that's done it. And So Father said, okay, of those 2 or 3 parishes, how many of them have had to have this, meeting from the Chancery's office? And their reply was, well, what are you talking about? You trying to accuse us of something? You trying to accuse us of targeting you? And Father says, well, yeah, as a matter of fact, I am. And so it turns out that none of the other parishes that did this had to explain themselves to the diocese. And the diocese made up some, well, Father didn't say bogus excuse, but I did. I'm gonna, saying that, well, you can't train parishioners because if there is a shooting, then the insurance company isn't going to cover it, which makes absolutely no sense, because you would, come here, Shadow, come get some water, Shadow, let's go, Shadow, over here, Shadow, come get some water, Shadow, come get some water. Yeah, get a little bit of water. So our priest said, all right, then we'll use your training person, the person that you want doing the training, providing they can. Shadow, come here, Shadow. Okay. Said we'll use your people if they can do it the same day and time that we have it planned for. So diocese says, okay, yeah, we'll set it up. And so supposedly it was all set this morning. They're supposed to come, the person from the diocese, not the person from the diocese, but the trainer that the diocese wanted us to use was was supposed to come. So fast forward to this past Monday, the diocese called or emailed, I don't know which, that notified Father that due to COVID, the trainer can't make it. Of course, by this time, there's no more Sunday masses. There was no more church bulletins. So only those of us that signed up and left the email address for Father got the message. And by that time it was too late. It was too late for Father to get the trainer that we had originally scheduled, which we really couldn't do anyway because, well, the diocese didn't approve them. So I can't, I got my phone I'm using my phone to do this video, so I can't pull up the email because there was two very good ones. And basically it says that the diocese was afraid that we were going to have a Wild West gunslingers meeting. So we cannot have the training, but instead what we'll do is we'll have a luncheon, and during this luncheon, if those of us that are there want to discuss security issues and you know, how to best help out the members of our parish if we ever have a issue that needs dealing with, then he'll provide the sandwiches and soda and water and chips and cookies, and we can have a discussion, which is basically what we did. He also said he understands if people don't want to basically waste their time, but any chance I can get to have fellowship with my fellow parishioners, I'm going to do it, and especially in a topic like this. And so we had a productive discussion. You know, the biggest thing is there is a large number of us, because there was about 50 people that were at this meeting, and there wasn't any social distancing, which, as Father said, we're all adults. We all can decide not to be here, or what we want to do, so nobody cared. There was a couple of people, some people had masks, but like I noticed, some of the people that had masks, pretty much all the people that had masks, took them off during the meeting. So, yeah, that's just interesting. And so we had the discussion and lunch, and everything was good. And what we're talking about is basically we have 3 Sunday masses, but 2 main ones, a 7:30 and 10:30. Then we have a 10:30. I think it's 10:30. Either 10:30 or 10 o'clock. I go to the 7:30 a.m. So, but what we're talking about is, you know, like I normally go to the 7:30 mass. So I would go, if I was going to do this, so I would go to the 7:30 mass, and then I would stay for the 10:30. But at the 10:30 mass, I would basically be part of the security force. And those people that go to the 10:30 mass, if they can come to the 7:30 mass, they would be the security force for the 7:30 mass. So we could worry about, or not worry about, but we could focus on prayer in the mass instead of having to worry about security issues. Well, I would go to the 10:30 as part of the security force, so those people that go to that mass normally can focus on mass and prayer. So that sounds like a good idea. And basically what we want to do is cover all the doors, you know, make sure that some of the things that the diocese said we could do, which is we could hire an off-duty police officer. It has to be an off-duty police officer. It can't be a security company, armed security company, just only a police officer off-duty. And when mass starts, we can lock all the doors so people can't come in during mass, which is, you know, it's all right. But obviously they can't tell us we can't be armed, and so it was a chance to meet everybody, so we know who's who, we know who's armed and who's, you know, backing us up. Because even, like for instance, if I'm at the 7:30 mass, even though I'm not necessarily part of the security force, if something happens, I'm still going to react. It's just the people that are at the doors are going to see things going on before I do. Except for, I sit right in the first row of pews, so I have a view of the well, there's one outside door and one door that goes into the parish hall that's right next to me, and I also have a view of the outside door that's on the other side of me. The only doors that I wouldn't have direct line of sight would be the back doors, which is why they want people to cover all the doors. And so we're going to work on that. We're going to continue talk and, you know, get together and you know, work on plans and stuff like that. And, you know, the biggest thing is training, because you know, going to the range and target practicing is one thing, but I mean, that's important, but you also need to have scenario training. Otherwise, you know, you can go to the range every day, but when you're in that situation of an active shooter situation, your adrenaline is going to be in high gear, and a lot of people are going to be like that. And if you're shaking and breathing hard, you're not going to be able to hit the target. So that's why scenario training is important. And of course, the biggest issue is the ammo shortage. You know, people want to get out there and practice, but there's no ammo, and if you can find it, it's expensive. And so that's an issue. You know, there's, you know, practicing dry firing around the house and stuff. But another issue that was brought up is, luckily for us, the police park across the street from our church quite frequently, especially when there's events going on. And that's good, because if something happens, police are across the street. But you also can't rely on that, because they might not be there. They might have to go to the bathroom somewhere or whatever. So it's nice that they're there. And also, some Karens have been calling because of the events that we've had at the parish during COVID. So we have some Karens that are calling the police saying, oh, there's this many people at the church, which that's fine because they don't do anything, because, well, churches are exempt from all the stupid regulations, COVID stuff. But the police come over and they talk to Father, and they've talked to some of the parishioners, and they get to know us and we get to know them. So, you know, Father says that, you know, it's, you know, sure. Somebody wants to pet my dog here.
Does he bite?
No.
Yeah.
What? Electric scooters. Hi. What breed is he?
Huh? What did you say?
What breed is he?
Oh, he's mixed. He's got some sheepdog in him, and I think he's got some.
I would bar.
I don't know.
It's about to die.
I don't know if we can.
Yeah, sure. I'll walk back.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you. Yeah. So, yeah. So they get to know us, we get to know them, and so Father said, whoever the Karen is, thank you for giving us a chance to, you know, get to know the police in the area, and they get to know us, so, you know, they're right there if something happens. And, but like, you know, we've went over like scenarios of who it would be if something was to happen, what type of person would it be. You know, it's not going to be, more than likely, it's not going to be somebody coming in and sitting in the pew and then deciding to shoot. It's going to be somebody just walking in during a mass and just shooting when he comes in. So that's why we want quick reaction, you know, the quicker the better. And that's what we're hoping for. So we're going to keep communicating and talking with each other and see where it goes. It was productive. Anyway, I'm almost home, so I'm going to say good night, God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.